Hello, everybody. Where are you? What's going on? There we go. There. Just getting my cards set up here. I'm not sure if you are aware of all the fun things that are going on in Canada right now, but I'm not going to talk too much about that. Just there's a lot of energy is going on here. And let me just get this going here. Okay, yeah, lots and wow, just the energy in this country is just incredible. It's a little hard to take sometimes, but I'm just gonna fix my light. Just give me a second. It's a little hard to take sometimes because it's such such a shift in the energy that sometimes you just don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. I've been up and down, trying to figure out, should I be depressed? Should I be happy? Just things are just energy is just incredible here. I know at the end of everything, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be fine. But in the meantime, I'm not gonna. I don't really want to talk too much about it. About the big event that's going on in Canada, and I'm sure you know. I don't know which side of the opinion that you're on, but I do have to say that whatever your opinion is, I fully respect it. As long as it's not, if your answer to the events that are happening right now, if your answer is not a violent answer, if you want to sit down with somebody and have a discussion, then I respect that. Your opinion on the matter, whatever side you're on, that's your opinion, and you have every right to that opinion. And so does everybody else. So it was in my Facebook group, and I'll put a link to my Facebook group in the chat, or sorry, in the description below once I'm done here. I asked, the people in my group, my members, if anybody has a question that they need an answer to, or should I pose this particular question to Spirit or to Source? And somebody suggested that I ask, how do we, oh, I can't remember exactly how it went. How do we meet each other's opinions with compassion? I just want to be sure that, well, first off, am I playing? I've gotta be here. There we go. I'm caught up. You have to excuse me. I'm very well known for being the disorganized tarot reader, so just so you know, I'm very disorganized. I do things on the fly. And as soon as I get this question, I will read it out to you. How do we show compassion and kindness towards people who don't share the same views with? You don't share the same views with that person. How do you show kindness and compassion? I think it's a great question. Something that we all need to kind of get a hold of, a good solid answer on that. I was going to do my Earth Magic cards, but I think I'm going to do the Akashic Tarot again and bring in Metatron just to punctuate things, because he loves to punctuate things. Oh, I gotta fix my camera here just a wee bit. Okay. Okay, so this is the Akashic Tarot. Okay, it's a beautiful deck. I love it, love it, love it so much. How do we show kindness and compassion with the people that with different views? I think I'm saying that right. Showing kindness and compassion for people with different views. Oh, one jumper. Kindness and compassion for people. How do we show that? For people that have different views. All right, what have we got here? I can't read these upside down. I'm gonna switch my camera here. Okay. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. All right. That's the only problem, is I'm going backwards now. You get one or the other, not both. Okay. How do you show kindness and compassion for people that do not share the same view as you? So the events leading up, we're going to do spring and autumn. You know what? I think I'm already reading into this. I'm sort of getting an idea of what this is, spring and autumn. We've been trying to deal with each other for how many seasons? 8 seasons now. Going on, yeah, it's 2 years now. 8 seasons. Well, this will be number 9, our second winter, third winter. Yeah, this will be a third winter dealing with this. So 9. Spring and autumn, 4 of forces. These are the events leading up. 4. Okay. Okay, this could be a very creative period for you. Take action in creative projects, work-related endeavors that require more time and attention. The work you do now could yield great rewards later. You know, I mean, for those of you that were at home in these total of 9 seasons, can you believe that? You know, when you say 2 years, that's one thing, but when you break it down into seasons, and 9, that's a lot of seasons. You know, those of us that had that Monday to Friday, or, you know, weekend jobs, we had a routine. And I personally, I'm one of the ones that kind of lost my way because of the routines that I was stuck in. You're very stuck in somebody else's routine, and you really don't have a chance to work on yourself, to work on the things that you need to work on. And so being home for 9 seasons, this is just funny, gave me a chance, and gave a lot of people a chance to be creative with who they are and learning who they are, being at peace with who they are. And that's where the creativity comes in. Let me just read on a little bit. Make sure you engage in this extra activity with joy and optimism. You know, and I'm not kidding. Some people, again, myself included, I was grateful to be off work because I learned so many things about myself and other people. And I learned who were your friends and who were not your friends. And, you know, people that were not here for your best interest, they sort of peeled away. And to deal with them with kindness and compassion, I didn't judge them, you know, so I never judged them for having their own opinion, for just kind of peeling away. There was one friend, I haven't talked to him for a few years, but saying some rather violent things towards me, that hurt my feelings. That really cut right to the bone. And the best way that I could deal with that was understand that his opinion, it might have been strong. That's his personality. He has a very strong, protective personality. And his opinion is completely different. It's the polar opposite of mine. He is no longer a part of my circle of friends that I would consider even sitting down for a drink with ever again. But I also have to understand that he has his opinions and his ways of thinking. And yeah, so that does happen. Joy and optimism, you still have to be, if you approach the changing of the seasons or changing of your life, changing things that are changing, if you approach them with anger and despair and judgment, it's really, really going to be hard to move forward and to heal. So just try and be remove judgment, remove, if you have a narcissist in your midst, you got to remove them. You got to remove all the people that are not good for your highest good. You are always planting your energy into the Akashic records. Yes. So since you're planting your records, your energy into the Akashic records, again, compassion, kindness for people who do not share your opinions. You have to remember that whatever your opinions and your feelings towards these people, you are planting that energy into the Akashic records. That really, to me, that's a good incentive to be kind to others, no matter what direction they're standing in. The King of Roses, this is kind of where we are sitting right now, the King of Roses. This, and when it comes to the cards, Spirit never discerns between male or female. Just because this is the king doesn't necessarily mean that it's a male energy. It can be masculine, but it doesn't necessarily mean male. Like masculine and feminine is part of the yin and yang. So King of Forces. What number is he? No, sorry, the King of Roses, not Forces. King of Roses. There we go. It's different. And so, I don't memorize the cards. Just something that I've never been able to do. When he appears upright in your spread, it indicates that a potential union could be at hand, either in friendship, business, or even in romance. Okay. Dealing with people for the past 9 seasons. We could be going into 10 seasons. Hopefully 10 is going to be the end of it. If you're following the current events in Canada right now, we could see the end of this at 10 seasons, as we're going into 10 seasons. Let's see here. What did I just say? See, I have a bad memory. When he appears upright in your spread, it indicates that a potential union, so a union between the people that you're separated from. And this is so similar to the reading that I just gave not long ago about Mercury retrograde, and gosh, it just seems that all my readings are very, very similar. Whether this is a new relationship or a blossoming of an old one, this man brings a tender-hearted and thoughtful support. Tender-hearted and thoughtful support. Tender-hearted and thoughtful support. And remember that your energy, every bit of your energy it creates a record in the Akashic records, okay? And he's bringing tenderness and tender-hearted and thoughtful support. He is also someone that could be helpful in your personal life, especially where home and family issues are concerned. So home and family issues are concerned. The question that we're dealing with is how do you deal with how do you show compassion and kindness towards somebody that has a different opinion? A lot of families have differing opinions, and a lot of families are being split up right now because of those opinions. Divorce rate is quite high. Parents, kids, there's a lot of infighting going there. Sibling rivalry. I've peeled away two of my siblings. Well, one, but to have that family come back together. The King of Roses is coming in to help you with that kindness and that support. Okay. I'm going to clarify these with another card here. And commitment. Okay, commitment. Let me just commitment. One of Roses. Okay. Commitment. Yes, I don't know how well you can see that. My camera's not the best at focusing there. It's you probably can see it better down here. Commitment is contracts. It is signing a declaration. Although many people don't believe in the elementals, nature spirits of all kinds do exist, and they have more power than can be imagined. They live in the elements of earth, wind. I'm looking at the wrong one. One of Roses. I'm reading Three of Roses. I didn't think that was making any sense. One of Roses, commitment. Okay, roses are scattered around a contract in a brightly lit desk. When this card appears upright, it means that a valuable union is at hand. So again, we're looking at 10 seasons of strife, of questions, of learning who you are, learning how to deal with other people. You've got the King of Roses coming in with kindness and support, and then commitment. And so once you get back in touch with those that you've lost, make a commitment to those people. A loving, a kind commitment to those people. A romantic commitment may be coming your way. For those of you who are looking for romance. Let me see. Perhaps a love from your past is returning to you. A business commitment may be forthcoming, such as the offer of promotion, a new job, an opportunity. This card could also indicate signing of other types of papers, including the sale or purchase of a home or business or whichever. Okay, as with many cards, part of the meaning refers to you. It is, let me see. Yes. Be very aware of the commitments to yourself. Be very aware of the commitments that you make to other people. Be very aware that you are committed to dealing with people that have a different opinion. You are committed to dealing with them or talking or being around them without judgment, with support and kindness and compassion. Understand that they are having the same questions, the same problems, the same strife that you are having. They're seeing things from a different angle. Make a commitment to yourself to strip the judgment, strip away any negative thoughts of those people. I shouldn't say those people. It's a very not such a nice thing to say, of people that are different, okay, from different angles. Okay, I just want to clarify a couple of things. Just want to clarify, and there's my 17 coming up again, 517. That number is following me everywhere. Everywhere. Follows me on receipts. It follows me to the grocery store. It follows me. I drive by and I see the lottery jackpot is 17 million. Go on Facebook and look at 17 comments, or a post was done 17 hours ago or 17 minutes ago, or there's 17 people online, that sort of thing. Yeah, just 17 is ever. I'm just waiting for some jumpers here, but they don't like to jump out of my hand. There's one. There's two jumpers. Okay. If you have been following my recent streams, does that card not look familiar? Okay, a chess game. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm not sure how to deal with that. The chess game. You know. When these fell, they fell upside down. That's the way they fell. And then this one came up. Okay. 10 seasons of strife, which morphed into our inner peace, our creativity, learning about ourselves, learning about other people. And then up here, we've got, the ship is sinking. And up here, we've got you up here in the crow's nest. As this ship is sinking around you, you've got your eyes out, okay, and looking for, I don't know, I don't want to use, I guess the only word I can think of right now is salvation. Looking for that salvation, looking for a way out. And while you're doing that, you're also looking out for other people that may be in the same situation that you're in. If you are already a very compassionate person, then you're going to want to bring them with you. So if you see anybody that's flailing and is in a panic or stuck on this sinking ship, you're going to want to bring those people in with you. And if you bring them in with you, I mean, that shows your compassion right there, the compassion and kindness. The Buddha. Oh, look, 17. 17 again. I keep forgetting this is card number 17. 13. Yeah, don't be in a hurry, really. Wait for, this card indicates a great upsweep in mind and study for you. If there is any subject, I have terrible light in here, it's hard to read. If there's any subject with which you like to to acquaint or reacquaint yourself, do so. Okay, again, a subject. You've got people here. You want to reacquaint yourself with those people that have sort of peeled away. They've got differing opinions. And this is you right here, being peaceful, sitting down and listening to everybody. Everybody has a concern. Everybody has been living in fear. Everybody is feeling the same thing that you are. And so when you sit down, you're going to handle them. You're going to show them kindness and support. You sit down and you just listen to them. Sometimes, sometimes just sitting there and listening to somebody talk is therapeutic enough. and allow them to talk, allow them to try and just let them talk. I guess that's really the best way I can say it. Just let people talk, and no judgment, zero judgment. And then we've got the Three of Keys. Oh, I don't know that I might have pulled this one once before. Six of Keys, long time ago I pulled this card. The people represented by these chess pieces are not usually those you meet for enjoyable pastimes. Okay. This is a card of political and social conflict. Okay, there you go. Political and social conflict. Again, what are we going through right now? Right now, we are going through political and social conflict. You may be in store for difficult interactions. Okay, so I don't need to read any more into that, really. You're going to be in store for difficult interactions. I just have to grab some water here. It's going to happen because of those political and social conflicts. It is going to happen. You're going to have people are going to be butting heads and saying, no, I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm wrong. You're wrong. Everything is wrong in the world and I'm right. And it's we've seen it. Okay. But again, let's go back to Buddha, let's go back to the Buddha. And we're just going to sit and we're going to listen. How do you deal with these guys? You're going to commit yourself to listening to them. I think this card actually belongs over here. I think these two should switch, but that's okay. We get the point. You're going to commit to supporting them. Support them. Political and social conflict. This is actually what's been leading up to all this strife, is the political and social conflict. I'm going to ask Metatron to come in. Asking Metatron to come in. How do we show compassion and kindness for those with differing opinions? How do we show compassion and kindness for those that have a different opinion, especially in this political and social climate that we have? A lot of clashes going on around the world, not just in Canada, but around the world. Lots and lots of clashes. How are we going to show them compassion and kindness? I think Buddha says it right there. Just listen to them. Listen to their concerns. Listen to their concerns and validate their concerns as much as you can. Validate them. The only time I would stop them is if, like I said earlier, if you have somebody who is wishing harm on you or is threatening violence, that's when the conversation should really stop. That person does not need to be in your life. Not at all. Even if it's your favorite sister or best friend, if that friend or sister or brother or whatever, your parent, it doesn't matter who it is, if they are threatening violence, then clearly there's nothing that you can do as far as communication. As far as communication. We've got blessings and thanks. We've got relationships and harmony. And we've got authentic self. Authentic self. Who are you? I just want to clarify a little bit more. That's okay. I'll just go here. Oh, wow. We've got the ancestors here. Okay. So we've got the ancestors are encouraging you to be your authentic self. If there's any healing that needs to be done, ancestral healing, go into the Akashic records and find out what it is that needs to be healed. And that way you can be your more authentic self. As long as you are authentic, you are you, then you're going to be able to hold true to those commitments that you make to the people that are coming back into your life. Love and relationships. I mean, look at where that card landed. Review and reflection. So, again, look at where these cards have landed. So this one has landed on the King of Roses, which is all about love, compassion, relationships, harmony, and review and reflection. Again, the Buddha. Review, reflect, listen to your inner self. Listen to what's going on. Blessings and thanks. Okay. Isn't it absolutely funny? Look at where these cards have landed. Okay. Blessings and thanks. Okay. Down here, you've got the seasons, 10 seasons, I'm going to call it now. Hopefully we don't get to number 10. No, sorry, 9 seasons. Hopefully we don't get to 10. But I have a feeling beginning of 10 seasons, we're going to be seeing the end of all of this. Anyway, blessings and thanks, abundance, the universe. Blessings. Yeah, so as we're sitting home wondering what do we do now, a lot of us have learned to be more thankful. I personally, I was one that said, I'm grateful that I no longer have a job. I'm grateful. Thank you. Because now I get to work on myself. I get to do this. I get to do this. I get to do this and this. Yeah, absolutely. And warrior of light. Okay. So this right there, even though people are on a sinking ship, you're up here in the crow's nest. You are their warrior of light. I don't know if I could get any closer to the answer. Kudos, Allison. That was a good question. That was a very good question. You be their warrior of light. That's how you work with them. Work with them. Listen to them. Understand that even though you're working with them, there's going to be some clashes. There's going to be some arguments. But again, remember that you've made a commitment to work with them with kindness and compassion. You've made that commitment. Okay? Because you know who you are. You know who you are. Oh, this was amazing. That was only half an hour. Usually I go for a full hour. This was absolutely amazing. Maybe I should do a little spread on our happy truckers, our truckers in Canada and the United States that are coming together for us right now. And again, I'm going to keep my opinions to myself. I'm going to, let's see, Earth Magic. Should I do Earth Magic? Let's see. Let's pull a couple of Earth Magic, these guys. Okay, these ones right here. Earth Magic, what can we expect to happen? How can we keep our truckers safe? Our truckers, our global truckers, how can we keep them safe from, I don't even know if that's going to be a good enough question. Well, it's a good question, but how are we going to keep them safe? How can we support them? How can we support the truckers? And again, it doesn't matter which side of the opinion you're on. Some people are against the events and some people are supporting the events. How do we support the outcome of the event? Let's support the outcome of the event. How do we support that? I don't know if that's even going to be with passion. Ooh, passion and blessings and strength. I like that. The outcome of the events that are happening in Canada right now. How are we going to deal with them? With passion and blessings and strength. Okay. Be strong for everybody. And that goes really very it really ties in with the last reading about how you can communicate with those with different opinions. How do you deal with them with compassion and kindness? You know, you use your strength, use your blessings, send them blessings, send them love. That's all. Send them some love. Let me just keep going here. These were good. Oh, perspective. Because everybody is vulnerable. And keep on moving. Yes, keep things moving. I like that. Everybody has their own perspective. Regardless how strong you are, there is some vulnerability. Okay? There is some vulnerability. It doesn't matter how much passion, how much strength, how many blessings you have. Just remember, there is some vulnerability. Keep things moving. Don't sit back on your haunches and say, well, you know what? I did my part. Now I'm just going to sit back and, you know, pass the popcorn. If you are one that is passing the popcorn right now, you're complacent and you are a little too far removed. There's a lot of things, events going on for the greater good. And if you're sitting back, if you're not moving, you're sitting back just saying, you know, pass the popcorn, then you're just a little too far removed from the situation. And yeah, get involved, whether it's sharing information or, you know, just sending somebody else, you know, a little supportive message, or even reaching out to those that are in that vulnerable state. You know, I've been there all week, very vulnerable. I know other people that were very, very vulnerable and not having a good time, not seeing the end of the tunnel here. And you know, it's just a matter of supporting people. Okay. Thank you. If you liked this reading, please do like the video. And if you could share it, I would very much appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel. Helps feed the algorithms. And yeah, helps feed the algorithms and gets my channel moving. And then that way I can bring you more readings. Have a great night, everybody, and stay safe, stay warm. It's depending on where you are in the world, it's pretty cold in Canada right now. Stay safe, stay warm, and yes, show some compassion, kindness for everybody, no matter who they are. Thank you.